What's up, Three Black Guys with the Mic fam? This episode is powered by BWP Marketing and Hype Voice Creative. If you want to support the show, we would really appreciate that. Head over to our YouTube channel and click the subscribe button. Also, head over to soundcloud.com/Three Black Guys with the Mic and subscribe to our SoundCloud channel. And don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get this podcast. And if you want to support us financially, it's all good. Drop something in our Cash App at Three Black Guys Mic. And now, let's start the show.
First of all, let me tell you something. Lamont is just full of shit.
Sometimes my mama said, you know, when you don't have nothing nice to say, you should be quiet.
People say that Stephen A. is a coon. You agree with that? Everybody got quiet on that one? Okay, go ahead.
Rudy Giuliani practices voodoo. So he put a voodoo hex on my girl, Hillary, and that's why she got woozy. And the Secret Service had to prop her up and put her in the van.
But take us to a break, my dude.
It was voodoo, son.
I don't know about that voodoo.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Three Black Guys with a Mic. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Three Black Guys with a Mic. Spud is in the building along with my man Lamont Hayes and my man Maynard Scales, Mr. MJ Scales. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so very much for joining us on YouTube. Make sure you also thank you so very much for joining us on Facebook. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. That is very important. We would love to continue on with this show. So the more that you rate and review us, the more that, you know, we get to go higher and higher and higher in this podcast. So we truly appreciate that. Also, make sure you share this episode right now with your friends. Let everybody know we are live on Facebook and live on YouTube. So make sure you share this episode right now as we speak with everyone that you know. So that way your friends can be our friends. That way we all can be friends. This episode is being brought to you by Rugged Evolution. So, fellas, if you got to get your beard game together, Rugged Evolution has 16 natural balms, oils, shampoos, and accessories for all your beard care needs. Head over to RuggedEVO.com. Right now, that's RuggedEVO.com. Fellas.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got a last second text message that our listeners get a special 10% off if they use the Three Guys code at Rugged Evolution.
Rugged Evolution, RuggedEVO.com. Use the code Three Guys.
10% off.
Now, is that the number 3 or the letter?
The number 3.
The numbers, the mix of the numbers and the letters?
The number
Which
3.
One is it, Maynard?
Numeral 3, GUYS. 10% off.
Right.
Got to get your beard game right.
Can I get a couple of things off my chest before we start?
You're going to do it anyway.
I mean, no, I won't if you don't think we got time.
Go for it.
But we went over last week, so why not? Let's go over this week.
No. We're not doing that.
Stick to the script. Why not?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Hayes.
There's no structure here. Why not?
We're going to abide by your rules, sir.
Okay.
We're going to make sure we do not go over this week. Anyway, you know, I'm a fan of entrepreneurship. I'm a fan of hip-hop culture. I'm a fan of people wanting to expand their horizons beyond the things that they do to be able to make sure that they continue to reinvent themselves to be able to get a check. I am a full-fledged fan of those who like to get that money.
Hold up, man. Let him get this on. We don't know where this is going.
I mean, I got to do my hype man piece.
I mean, there are certain things where you're like, you've gone too far.
Yo, don't go too far.
I got to put a couple people in timeout.
Whoa.
1, Ja Rule, timeout.
Woo!
I love you, and I know you're doing it for the show, but the Greek commercial, too much.
It's murder.
That was just not at all a good look at all. Regardless of whatever it is that you was doing it for, Ja Rule, no to the Greek commercial. No to the it's so good, make you want to slap your mama commercial. We're not doing that out here. 2, I love you.
I'm sorry.
You are the man. You have reinvented hip-hop. You did your thing. I love the relationship between you and your son. But Master P, no. We're not doing Master P's Uncle Rice. We're not doing Uncle P's fried rice, y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest.
Why can't we have some Master P fried rice?
No. And I appreciate what I understand.
Why can't we have some Master P fried
Uncle
rice?
Ben, and the way I understand, I get it. Entrepreneurship is for everybody. But I'm not buying no Uncle P's white rice from Master P.
Why not? What if it's brown rice?
White rice from Master P.
What if it's brown rice?
Fried rice from Master P. So I gotta put y'all in timeout, Master P.
Later, let him have that. Let him have that one, okay? Let him have it, okay? Just let it rock. Let's get back on this. Let's get the train back on the schedule.
We've been buying Uncle Ben's for years.
No. We're not doing that.
We can't get no Master P fried rice.
Let's go. Let's start the show. Let's kick it off with the BET Awards last night. Lamont, let me start with you. Your thoughts on the BET Awards?
Well, I hate to say this because I have a lot of friends that won awards, but the numbers came out this morning, and Cedric Entertainer was on Family Feud, and I watched that. I didn't watch it.
Maynard?
What's that supposed to mean?
That's what the numbers said. I mean, Family Feud, where they had Cedric Entertainer and his show, I forgot the name of it, versus some other show, and those numbers beat out like the first 30 minutes, and then like the what are the people from Jersey Shore? They were on from 8:30 to 9. And again, we just talking about sheer numbers. I forgot what the share was, but it was not good. I mean, and when I say it wasn't good is because I'm just not sold yet on the pasting of videos that you do in your living room or sitting on your steps like my man Dion Cole that looked like he hadn't put any lotion on his elbows, presenting award. I mean, it was just trash to me, bro. It was just.
What'd you think about Amanda Seales as a host?
I think Amanda has her place, but I think right now in this time, you know how when they say sometimes it's just a little too soon? It's a little too soon. They tried to force the super blackness on us, and especially with the CBS kind of opening up to that audience of hopefully getting more viewership. And again, people were watching more Family Feud with Cedric Entertainer and Steve Harvey than the BET Awards. So I'm good.
Maynard?
I felt like what they put into it, Amanda Seales is the host, right? I know that we're in a new space. I know we're all over in a new space and that, you can't have cameramen and all the stuff, but her audio was horrible. Her audio was was she using a microphone or they just, micing it from overhead or something? I don't know. The outfit she had on seemed like a little bit much, but that's okay. I mean, I'm no fashion maven. I don't know. But I'll say this. Lamont's man, Anderson .Paak. I like
he dope.
Huh?
I said, no, he dope. Crazy.
Yeah, I like what he brought to the table. I like what Alicia Keys brought to the table. A lot of the performances worked for me, and I was cool with that. I just don't really need a whole extra award show anymore.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Spud, not to cut you off. What they could have done, instead of trying to call it the BET Awards, they should have did something different, like you said, Maynard, is if you're going to paste and cut all of these performances or whatever, maybe we call it something different than the quote-unquote BET Awards. It's like Spud said, I can't have Master P brown rice. And the only reason why he's saying that...
White rice. We ain't got to the brown rice yet.
White rice. Or why is it that we can't have...
white rice?
I'm very surprised that neither one of you said anything about the intro. The Fight to Power 2020 was the dopest thing in the whole show.
Well, let's be very clear. If you pay attention to our Instagram page or our Twitter page, our social media manager said the same thing. And that's why we actually have the video posted. I don't think we hit the Facebook, but you're right. That was the dopest part of the show. And after that, it was time to go to Family Feud.
Spud.
Yeah.
Can you meet me over here for a second? We got a social media manager?
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's where that money been coming out the account. I see you ain't looked at it, huh?
We got a social media
they wanted
manager?
their check.
I got to do a better job of walking around the business, walking around the building to meet these people.
Amanda Seales did her thing for who she is. I mean, I'm not an Amanda Seales fan as a comedian. I think it's very difficult for comedians to get jokes when you are in a virtual space. I mean, I see it. The only person who I've seen master it is Stephen Colbert. Other than that, from Jimmy Kimmel to Jimmy Fallon, the late night people, I have not seen anybody master getting a reaction from people and still being able to flow with it. And that's a very difficult thing to do. So it's hard to be able to tell a joke and you're expecting for your audience to laugh and you don't even know if they're laughing or not. So, for what she had to work with, I mean.
You know what, though? But to go back into that space real quick, I like her as an actress. She's done well as an actress. I watched her comedy special. Yeah, exactly.
So you're trying to say she's like an undercooked steak?
I think that Amanda Seales is dope for what she does.
And what does she do? What does she do?
I don't think that she's funny, but I think that, I forgot who said this, but it was a comedian who was saying this. It was actually Lunel. Lunel was talking about comedians, and she was saying that there are certain people that are great on the stage as a comedian, and then there's certain people that are great, in a television form as a comedian, or whatever. And Amanda Seales on the stand-up hit is just not dope. Insecure actressing, which the thing that she did on the reel, I think was dope. But in that space, it's the same thing with Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish on stage, not funny, but you could get her in front of a camera and she's all right.
Yo, but let me say one last. I'm sorry, Lamont.
No, she's still not funny, even with a cast.
I agree, but I was trying to give her a little bit of credit, man.
But we like Tiffany Haddish because she's a feel good story, and you want to root for her, but she's just not giving you, what you need. And I got it. So go ahead, man.
I'll say the one thing, and who's one of my favorite female rappers, but I want MC Lyte to not be the voice any longer.
Why?
I just feel like, what's it been, 10 years?
Yo, dog, leave her alone, man.
Can't somebody else get some of that shine?
She's light as a rock, man. Leave her alone.
No, she's my number 2 female rapper of all time.
Okay, let her live, my guy. She only gets a check like that 2-3 times.
Sunshine Productions got more money to make out there. That's her company, or Sunshine. She's done it enough. That's all.
Let her live, bro. Just let her breathe. Come on.
All right, let's move on to speaking of, Black Lives Matter and
it's so much blackness. Go ahead, just to say it. Every day is black. I'm starting to feel sorry for some of these white people out here, bro. Like, just black. Everything is super black, and you got the black this and the black. It's like, yo, dog, black.
So, all right. So now the white folks have finally said that they are no longer voicing characters that are black. Well, that should have been first. But listen, I've been watching The Simpsons since I was a kid. First of all, I didn't even know if the man was black or white.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't care.
Who's black?
Are these things from, white people taking a stance on supporting Black Lives Matter, as well as, no longer wanting to voice characters that are not of their race? The Washington Redskins, do we need to change the name of the team? I read an article in Texas where they were saying they are no longer using the word master bedroom because it's associated with slavery.
I saw that, Playboy. I saw that.
And I'm like, well, damn, all this time I've been calling it a master bedroom, and now I can't have a master bedroom because I'm gonna be thinking of slavery.
I got you. Black. I mean, are we on the doing too much countdown, or are we on the doing too much countdown? Maynard, go. This is all you. Hotep.
Listen, I'm going to continue to call when I go to buy my next house, I'm going to ask for, show me the master suite. Right. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Where is the master bedroom?
Where's the master suite?
I don't want nobody
else to see that. And I'm going to be mad if I go to the master suite and look out the window and I can't see my plantation. So damn it, give me my master suite. Second of all, I really don't care much that they decided they were going to stop having white actors, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I'm for that. Redskins, yeah, it's time for y'all to go ahead and make that modification. It's time for y'all to go ahead and do that. It's been past time.
To the Washington Hoteps? I mean, what are they going to change them to now? I mean, it's been the Washington Redskins.
Did you say the Washington Hoteps?
I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, we should change it or not. I'm just saying it's been the Washington Redskins. What else do you want me to call them?
Right, but remember, there used to be a team called the Washington Bullets. We call them the Washington Wizards now. It's happened. It's not like it's not happened. We introduce new teams. No, it rolls off the tongue nowadays to say the New Orleans Pelicans. People, you know, it's a team. The Oklahoma City Thunder came in or whatever. So you just got to get used to saying a new team name.
So can I say something, please? Here, this is the part of the game where, in my opinion, it's a waste of time because in the meantime, you got somebody like Money Making Mitch down in Kentucky that can say, yo, I don't care what y'all do in the House. When they come over here in the Senate, it ain't going down. You feel what I'm saying? Things that are of substance. Things that are of, in my opinion, and yep, Maynard's going to sit there and say we can walk and chew bubble gum. But it's like you have people worried about, and no disrespect to the young brothers in D.C. that don't want it to be, you know, the Redskins anymore, but we got bigger fish to fry around this mug. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, dog.
Lamont, let's take the Redskins piece for example. It would be different if it bothered you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's some things that bother me that I'm like, yo, it's much more important things we need to be talking about.
What I'm saying is this: if it was the Washington Coons or the Washington Spooks, we'd have been made some stink about that. So
my mama said it's not what they call you, is what you answer to.
Well,
because behind your back,
if you're paying your ticket to see the Washington Negroes, you would have a say in that. You would have a say in that.
If they was winning, I might get down.
So if Martha changed the name of the team from the Detroit Lions to the Detroit Indians or to the Detroit Negroes,
I mean, you all can say. I know what you're getting ready to say about me, but I was watching
the Detroit Mulatto.
I was watching Fox the other night, and one of the commentators said, "Listen, because the 5 is I don't care what none of y'all say. It's hilarious." And dude said, "Well, okay, if we switch this to what are we switching next?" So that means if we change the Redskins, which I'm down with, we need to change the Indians. Then what about PETA when they say, okay, maybe we can't have a lion because it might be abusive towards lions and maybe we don't do that. Maybe we go down to LSU and they say you all got to take the tigers off of there and you got to take the tigers out the cage. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, LSU should not have a tiger in the cage.
You know, my question is this the moment in time that is going to create us to make all of these changes, or does it matter? I mean, we're taking down monuments and statues. I mean, we're doing a lot right now, which it should have been done, but some of these things are just a part of history, and some of these things are kind of irrelevant. Like, Jimmy Kimmel in the blackface and Howard Stern in the blackface, and, the Golden Girls got to take down a show because of blackface.
So as Spud, and this is the only thing I want to add to the list, since the Hotep community got a list. I want every ice cream truck in America to never play that song ever again. The nigger loves watermelon and ice cream, whatever it is, right? Niggers love watermelon. That's the song, right? So we got to abolish that too, right? If you want to go down the list, let's put that on the list. You down, Maynard?
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
See?
I don't have a problem with it. Listen, first of all, I don't believe anything is permanent, right? It's particularly when we talk about sports, the Lakers used to be in Minneapolis. The Jazz used to be in before Utah was in New Orleans. The Warriors were in Philadelphia. All that changed. Look, change it. It's no big deal. The logo of the NBA is still Jerry West. Nobody's seen him play that lives today. Michael Jordan.
So you want to be Kareem with the afro? Would that make it better?
No, it should be Kobe Bryant.
Kobe or Mike. I think it should be Michael, but whatever. But, while we talking about sports, all I just want to say is shout out to the Negro League Baseball, 100-year anniversary. And I'm happy with that. So if y'all don't want to change it, don't change it. But the Negro Leagues is 100 years this year.
Should we change the Negro League?
Yeah, can we change that too?
No.
So we should not call it, we should continue to call it Negro League?
Well, let's
Not
just remember
African-American
that the
League?
Negro League is defunct, right? It's no longer in business. So what we going to do, go back and print new letterhead? We're going to buy some buses and change the side of the buses just to say we did it?
We get some Satchel Paige jerseys? Anyways, all right. Maynard brought this up at the last minute, which I thought was good. That so before we move on to police reform, let's talk about 7/7, which is the blackout. And T.I. called for a blackout, which means to boycott your money from spending it from businesses on that day. Maynard, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm sorry, you said something important.
You don't think that boycotting the businesses is important?
I'll say this. If we going to boycott them, why boycott them one day? We need to say, look, you give me a business name, Coca-Cola. We're
Gucci.
finished with you. We are starting a black or minority-owned soft drink maker, and that's who we rocking with. Or, whoever it may be, Kentucky Fried Chicken or Nike, Adidas, whatever. I'd rather, instead of boycotting one day, that just means that you're going to stock up on Monday and re-up on Wednesday. I don't get it. I'd rather, if you boycott that day, think about every time you're about to spend money, take that money, set it aside, and let's find a black entrepreneur that can start a business that makes sense that could be global. But if you're not going to do that, then what are you doing?
I agree with that. I mean, I think it's the same. It's like, some of these messages are kind of like in reverse. It's like, I agree. Listen, instead of me taking all of my money and boycotting and withholding it from a business that, is white or doesn't, support the African American community, why don't I just take all of that money? I think, T.I. said it was like $11 trillion and be able to invest it in a black-owned business. And continue to be able to escalate black-owned businesses. It's the same thing with the statues and the monuments. Like, not that I don't think that they should come down or not, but like, I don't give a damn. Some of these, I don't even know what some of these statues. I go through Belle Isle or I go downtown Detroit or whatever. I'm like, I don't even know who this man is, and nor do I even care. For me, give me more statues of African American people who have paved the way in history. Give me a Harriet Tubman statue. Give me a Malcolm X statue. Put those statues up. All the rest of that Confederate stuff, I don't care nothing about all that stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know who those people are anyway. But anyway, go ahead, Lamont. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to. I hate that I have to agree with Maynard, but I think he's on point. I think it's actually dumb.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm smart, ain't I?
You have a master's degree, but that doesn't mean anything.
Is important. You should agree with me.
But I don't like to agree with you. I'm just saying, like, it's just dumb. But let me ask you this question, because I thought about this. Spud, have you ever owned or purchased something from Gucci?
Yes, I have.
How long ago?
Oh my God. 20 years ago?
Gotcha. Spud, what's your name? Maynard, have you ever purchased anything from Gucci?
No. Okay.
I have, and it was probably, like you said, maybe 20, 25 years ago. And I thought about that when I was having this Gucci conversation with someone else. Could we afford Gucci if we wanted to? Not that we're going to go in there and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, but if we wanted to go in there and buy some things now at our age in life, it wouldn't change our life. But we have figured out that stuff doesn't have any value. So I say all that to say is, like, I really wonder, even though I can't get the data of who their buying public is in our community in terms of, like, people that spend the $300 on a belt, or I don't know if they even buy the shoes anymore like they used to, or whatever it may be. But I say all that to say is, like, and I don't want to diss the Gucci buyer, but it's like it doesn't make sense. So when they talk about the blackout for the day of showing companies like Gucci that don't value us in our community, it's like it just doesn't make sense all the way around. You know what I mean? And I just wondered if Maynard ever bought any Gucci loafers.
But this is also, and I'll let Maynard, respond, but, Steve Stout said it best. We are the only culture that will buy products that's not even marketed to us. Period.
But is that only to a certain age? And do we age out of that philosophy? Because again,
I don't think so. I think that some people do, but I don't think that everyone does. I think that there are a plethora of black folks that no different than what we talked about, you know, when you said about burning down Target. There are certain things that you're like, oh, shoot, I would have never gotten a stereo of this magnitude before. So forget it. I might as well run up in the Target and grab it anyway. So that mentality allows you to say, oh, if I got $400, I'd rather go and buy me a belt so that way I can create this image like I got money than for me to not have money, to be real. I remember I used to say this in school. I'm sorry, Maynard. I used to talk about this in, you know, at high school. It was amazing to me that I remember this when 50 Cent came out on Get Rich or Die Trying, and he had the wave cap and the big earrings and the chain and the, you know, and the white, you know, T-shirt and the pecs all out and the hat and everything. And black people, kids in particular, would go to the Eastland Mall, to the kiosk, to an Indian guy or to an Arab guy and buy fake cubic zirconia earrings or just fake earrings, fake chains, just to fit this image, because that is you want to fit in.
But Maynard, hold on. Let me get this. Hold on, Maynard.
Hold on. Lamont, let me just. One thing is.
You gotta let me get this off,
I know, but Lamont, plethora. Okay, go ahead.
Right. So here's the psychological issue, Spud, and let's turn this into a therapy session for Lamont. Right. There was a time in my life I made purchases before I was married for the wrong reasons. We would make purchases, whether it be the earrings from the Indian guy, the Gucci belt. For me, there was a lot of things that I bought for the wrong reason. We know what that reason is, right, Maynard?
Because girls like it?
Exactly. That's why we were doing, because we didn't know any better. We were 20-something years old, right? And we had more money than we probably should have had access to, or they tricked us and said, ooh, you got a credit card. You can come in and get $10,000 worth of stuff. And then you find out the cute little girl over here, ooh, she would like me more if I had this. Boom, there you go. So that's a psychological Ferris wheel that they put you on, Spud. Am I wrong? Did I miss something?
I'm totally with you. I just think that it's unfortunate that we buy into that mentality, that we buy into that stereotype.
But it's the little girl's fault.
I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not even about to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not even going down. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you.
The Gucci right, made you do it. I'm sorry.
Let's get to you know, police reform and the bill that is out, and Van Jones. I know everybody knows who is a follower of this podcast. Maynard does not like Van Jones at all. He is not a fan, so I'm just gonna throw you the ball, Maynard, and allow you to go ahead and say what your is he getting the cactus this week or what? I mean,
Van
you know,
should
what
get
your
a cactus,
issues
but
are
we're talking about
with
him right
Van
now.
Jones and the police bill.
We talking about him now, so I'm not gonna give him the cactus. But I can tell you, Van is just he you know what he did. Listen, I don't have a problem with Van having participating in coming up with policies that make sense or logical. I don't have a problem with Van having a voice on things. I just have a problem with it. Always seems is that Van's opinion is for sale to the highest bidder, and then he comes out and tries to make it seem as if this is a good thing. It might the bill might be good. There's some parts of it I think that people are uncomfortable with, but you know he came at Hillary's neck when Hillary didn't give him a job in her campaign. So then all of a sudden he came at her neck. Then he went back and came at Bill Clinton as well and all that. This party don't belong to the Clintons no more, and they needed this, that, and so on and so forth. But he was definitely in the office in Brooklyn talking to Uma about a job. Then when he didn't get it, his opinion of Hillary was, well, she ain't shit.
I think you're not talking about Uma Thurman, right?
No.
Yeah, well, who you talking about, man?
Uma Aberdeen, The girl.
I know, but I know. I was just.
Married to Anthony. What's his Weiner that went to jail for sending.
Oh yeah.
Very beautiful woman. But then he criticized the Trump administration for 3 years, and then as soon as somebody wrote a check, he was like, he participated in writing the bill. He didn't tell us that he participated in writing the bill, and then he goes on TV and is like, this is amazing. I think they've done a great thing.
Is Van Jones's position more about the fight for justice in the bill, or is it more about being on the Trump team? Because I know that most of the time, I mean, he really is a strong advocate for police reform, for criminal justice reform, so forth and so on. I mean, we had this conversation back when, he praised Kim Kardashian for going to the White House, and, when everybody was on her saying that, blah, 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 and he was on her team saying, well, she was the one who got it done. And so is this more about Van Jones did something wrong, or did he do something good and you just don't like it?
I don't have a problem with participating with the bill. I mean, I kind of do, because you've been bashing Trump, so you ain't supposed to even get down with that. But okay, that's cool. You didn't tell, listen, I tell you what, you both know this. Spud, you are a programmer. Lamont, you have been someone out here who's promoted records. was in the sales game in radio. You can, in fact, pay somebody to actually run a record straight out, right? You can just say, I'm going to give you $500. It's legal, provided that the radio station does what? Says, we're playing this record for consideration of cash. We're playing this record because they paid us to play this record. I feel like if you got your money and then you come around on the opposite side and go out here and brag about it, but you didn't tell us that you were part of it and you got your chips, then you're a little bit disingenuous. And I also feel like you for sale.
So are we not supposed to work with people we don't?
I'm fine with working with them. I would prefer that we had our own groups, the Urban League, the NAACP, with Van Jones, with Black Lives Matter, or whoever, that we come up with legislation that we are interested in having passed, and then we push it through. Because the Heritage Foundation does that for the Republicans all the time. The Sierra Club does it. The Rand Corporation, all these corporations do it. We need to just say, get our think tanks together. And Van, you invited if you want to come, which is Stephen asked. You invited.
That's not nice.
But and then we as a community go forward, because we had a conversation about this, Spud. We were like, it should be a black agenda. And then you asked, what was the question? What was the black agenda? And nobody knows. So how do we get a black agenda? Get those groups of people. Everybody stop trying to run up there and do these one-offs. Steve Harvey, I'm going to run up and see the President Trump. Jim Brown. I need y'all doing too much. Get with the NAACP, the Urban League, other groups like that. Y'all create a think tank and go as a unified voice versus a whole bunch of people trying to show up and show out.
All right, let's move on.
Stevens.
Let's see why Lamont is in his feelings, ladies.
No, you gotta, hold on.
Feelings.
Man, I thought we talked about this.
Lamont is in his feelings.
We'll
I thought we killed that. We
will no longer use the Lamont in his feelings intro.
Didn't we kill
the
that
main
man?
person who wanted an intro?
All right, man. I got a twofer today, man.
Ooh,
is that a word?
Mr.
A twofer?
Allen's? This is a little Mr. Allen's twofer?
Yeah, I got a twofer. So I'm in my feelings on a twofer. Well, the first one is, I was about to say Andre 2000. What's his name? Andre Young, a.k.a. Dr. Dre. After 24 years, my man decides he wants to get a divorce.
I thought she filed for the divorce.
Right.
I don't give a damn who. After 24 and 800 million, a divorce? I'm super in my feelings about that. Not only do I want my man to go ahead and you done put 24 in, man. Just go downstairs. We saw the big house. Go get you another house. Let's figure it out. 24 years, that makes no sense to me. Maynard?
This is your feeling time.
Exactly. So here's my other one. And I'm going to need you all to weigh in on this one because I'm really, my 50th birthday is coming. We had to cancel the party in St. Bart's, and I'm on Facebook the other day. I'm scrolling, and I see these pair of shoes that look rather comfortable. I say, you know what? I think I'm going to buy these shoes. So I showed them to my wife. I said, yo, what do you think about these shoes? Do you think I would lose some cool points? Well, the shoes were Birkenstocks. Is that how you pronounce them?
Yeah, hey, Spud. Do you remember the romper situation?
And the Speedo situation.
So I'm in my feelings because I ordered these Birkenstocks and they haven't come in yet. But I'm saying to myself, like, what is this? Where are we going? Like, what does this mean? Does this mean this is where 50 and over go? We Birkenstocks. We're doing a lot of things like in bed by 8, at the restaurant by 3. You know what I mean? Like, is this what this is? Is this what 50 and over?
Wait. Why is this a we thing?
I'm hoping it's some other people.
You're the only one who went to the Birkenstock website.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out because I didn't go to the website.
Oh, the algorithm got you.
Yes. Why did the algorithm get me at Birkenstocks, bro?
The algorithm got you.
So I'm sitting up here like, and I'm
the
like,
algorithm got me too.
The Matrix got you.
So, yo, dog, I got a pair of these nice leather Birkenstocks with the heel out. You know what I mean? They on the way, bro. And I'm really in my feelings about it. Don't know why I did it, but they got me.
Yo, my dude, I'm saying like this. You still will have beach opportunities coming up.
Okay.
Okay. We know that you in the past you discussed wearing your Speedo with your romper on top and your Birkenstocks.
No doubt. Red at that. Red.
You might
really
as well go
dark
all out.
red. Mm-hmm.
Go all out with yours. 50. Be 50 and fabulous.
Yes, baby. Fabulous.
Be careful.
Listen,
So between the 24
all you gotta
years,
do now, Lamont, is grab you some Billy Porter Speedos and stand outside with your Kettle One and do your thing, baby. 50 and fabulous. Show them how it's done.
Be 50, Lamont.
Okay.
You better work.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
All right, I'm done, sir. I'm done. Birkenstocks on the way, bro. They on the way.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to Care or Don't Care. These are the news stories that happen in the week that we care about or we really don't care about. So let's talk about Kanye West dropping Yeezys at Gap. Care or don't care?
This is my favorite part.
I'll say real quick on this. No, I don't care, but I think this is the air escaping the balloon, right? He's not going to go to Gap and sell Yeezys for what have they been going for in the past?
Hundreds of dollars.
How much?
Hundreds of dollars, $400 or $500.
I think like $800-900 in some instances, right? He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that at the Gap. And the Gap is really reaching out because the Gap has been talking about bankruptcy and calling throwing it in. So everybody's trying to hold on, I guess.
Tonight, in about 20 minutes, Jadakiss versus Fabulous, the versus battle. Lamont, care or don't care?
Shout out to my man Drew. We love you, big fella. But I don't care.
You don't care about Fabulous and Jada?
I mean, I'm just over the whole I'm over us playing on the internet, us trying to make it seem like we outside and we trying to entertain us. I'm good. I'll pass.
But
I just want to let you know, wait a minute, just real quick, ladies. And gentlemen, we're playing on the internet, but we don't. So, please don't shut this off. Please don't shut this off. Please tell your friends about it.
Yo, but first of all, Kiss, that's my dude. I like Fab, but I'm a Kiss fan. But I peeped the situation. It's on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Yo, now
Swiss Beats and Timberland, man. I mean, they did it. I mean, they created something. I mean, nothing. I mean, they created something out of nothing. And
so now it's about the money this time, right? Because these streams.
I would think, or if not, it's about to be. Definitely about to be about the money.
So do you have Apple Music, Maynard? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I've been an Apple Music fan I've been an Apple Music subscriber for ever almost.
How long is forever, Maynard?
6-7 years.
Okay, cool. Gotcha.
All right, so Lamont, I know you care about this one. TikTok. Care about TikTok?
Of course.
Is bringing Prince's music to the platform. You definitely got to care about that.
Yeah, but I don't go to TikTok for Prince. No disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? We never go disrespect Mr. Delson. We're not doing that.
Dang, we can't get no cares out of you.
Yo, my guy, I'm gonna be 50. If I want Prince, I'm going to 1999. I'm going to Controversy. I'm going to Soft and Wet. All this new, I'm good on that. I don't need that. I want to go to TikTok for the go. Well, I want the clown shit.
So
that's what I'm going to TikTok.
One other thing about TikTok, like three or four countries has banned TikTok, saying that the Chinese is spying through the app.
Yeah, that's probably what they're doing, but they're spying through all of the apps anyway. That ain't nothing new. What's new?
All right. Kenya Barris is bringing back Black, AF for a second season. Care or don't care?
Absolutely, I care.
Maynard?
What else you got?
I don't know why you jumped off the Kenya Barris train. Why?
Because he's not hotep enough.
He's not hotep enough.
He was the first one. I mean, we got to watch Blackish. We got to watch Blackish. You were the first one who was raising the black fist for the Blackish.
Blackish was amazing because the acting was great. This acting sucks. It sucks.
So now you're a connoisseur of acting? You watched Five Bloodhound. What was that silly show on Netflix that Spike Lee just did? The Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods.
You didn't like the Five Bloods?
That was trash.
So now you're a connoisseur of Spike Lee movies?
What's wrong with the Five Bloods?
It was 2 hours.
Can I put somebody else in timeout too?
Spike Lee.
I need you to really get the Shopify together. Like, I've been trying to buy some stuff on your, the support. It's been sold out for a long time. Get that together, Spike. But anyway, Five Bloods was trash.
Trash.
You're right.
Premium trash.
It was trash. But
Five Bloods was worth it. I liked it for what I paid for it. I'm fine with that.
It was good to be able to, see black folks in a different light. That was good. But, Spike is Spike. What are you going to do? All right. So, Beyonce, Black Parade, Black is King. Anybody care?
Say something slick, Maynard. I care. Say something slick.
I don't care.
I got the Hive on standby, baby. Say something sick.
You don't care about Beyonce and the Disney and the Black is King? Black Parade supporting black business?
I ain't against it. I'm not excited for it. That's all. I'm okay with it. That's cool.
Good Lord, y'all hard to please around.
But I know Lamont wants to come for my throat because I ain't in the Beehive.
Right.
The agency ain't sent me my application. I think I'm gonna be denied on first sight anyway.
Well, you need to wash off some of that hotep you got. You know what I mean? Wash that off.
I do want to kind of, put Beyonce. I need some new visuals. I mean, I feel like I'm getting the same visuals.
But she got them kids running around. Diapers ain't clean. Nanny calling in.
The nanny
ain't talking about, we ain't got nothing to eat in the house. You know what I mean? The plane was dirty.
Beyonce, I love you and I love what you're doing, but we need some new visuals, dog.
Mama Tina ain't showing it. There's a lot going on at the house.
Same as, who runs the world? Girls run the world. I feel like I've seen this already. Need something new. Mississippi drops the Confederate from the flag. Care or don't care?
It's about time. Way past time.
Okay, Lamont doesn't care about that one. Okay. Cam Newton is going to the Patriots. One of y'all gotta care if we're gonna get football this year.
Lamont, you can have the space if you want.
Well, I mean, I never was a Cam super fan. We know Belichick, he likes to take the rejects and the renegades and the bad boys and try to make like a shepherd's pie. You know what I mean? That's what he does. I mean, and Cam is broken, bro. Like, somebody hit that boy. If they blow on him too hard, he gonna crack in half.
Well, let me say this.
First of all, who knew Cam Newton had all them damn kids?
How many does he have? Baby, how many is he?
He got 7 or 9.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's out here with.
Are you the baby mamas or the wives? Are they of an African American persuasion?
That one you have to Google.
Oh, okay.
So I care, and I'm glad to see Cam get a job. I still think that Belichick was dumb for not holding on to the boy Tom Brady.
No, but Tom was ready to go.
Yo, Tom wanted to stay. Belichick didn't want him. Okay,
I think Tom was ready to go.
I mean, he was ready to say that I don't need to be under Belichick. To be treated bad, and I get that. But he wanted to. He would have preferred to stay. Belichick didn't want him. But I say this: the way you're talking about Cam, those same terms all apply to Phillip Rivers, and he ain't won nothing either. I don't think Phillip Rivers even been to an AFC championship. But he gonna get $25 million, and Cam is gonna get $1 million.
Well, that's how it's supposed to go. What do you mean?
Okay.
I don't care.
And he does have one black baby mama.
Okay, at least he got one.
No, mother of his 4 children.
Why are we talking about, sports? Because we didn't get the opportunity to talk about this last week. So, should Colin Kaepernick, now everyone, Roger Goodell, and, teams are starting to look at, Colin Kaepernick again. Lamont, I know you've always been on. He's the bigger than sports train. Should he even entertain going back to the sport?
No,
because want him in the sport?
No, just like I remember hearing the saying about Coretta Scott King. Like, once Martin Luther King passed away, she was a professional widow. Not Camden. What's the boy's name? Kaepernick is a professional sports martyr. As soon as he takes a job, that goes away. That's his job now. To complain, I don't have a job, nobody give me a job. He's more powerful in that space than he is if he gets a job and somebody breaks his back.
But if he gets a job and he goes out and starts, and at the start of that game, he along with the owner and the coach, leads the entire team to kneel. Is that not a powerful statement?
Yo, dog, this is football.
Okay, so.
And that's what this blackity black. I get the black. I get to being black. Everything got to be black. We've got to go to church to take the white Jesus down and put up the black Jesus. We didn't talk about that. And then we kneel while we take it down. Is that going to make everybody happy?
Wait, we taking down the white Jesus? I missed that.
At the rate Maynard's trying to go, it's like so now we got to kneel. So now we got to get, what's the dude in Dallas? What's the owner's name? Jerry Jones. Would you be happy if Jerry kneeled?
I'm asking. Wait a minute. You talking about my
yes or no,
personal preference? I'm just asking a question. If Colin Kaepernick led the NFL, first of all, he's largely responsible for breaking the NFL to come to his way. I mean, he withstood it, so we understand that. Now, 4 teams are interested in him, and they're trying to get him on. But if he was able to lead a team to the center of the field or the sidelines, and they kneeled during the national anthem, and then players all over the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NCAA sports had the option to do that as a part of their protest if they chose, is that not a big statement? I mean, it's a freedom of speech statement, ain't it?
Well, here's the bigger question. Had there not been a George Floyd incident, would this even be considered? I mean, would Colin Kaepernick
exactly? So was that Colin or was that George?
Right. So think about what the NFL said, and think about what other people have said, and think about just the meme. There was a meme where Colin was kneeling, and then they showed the cop kneeling on George Floyd, and it basically showed this contrast that let us understand, like, this is what Colin Kaepernick has been talking about. This is what it is. And now what? Roger Goodell comes out. Listen, I got it wrong.
No. He wasn't a. Well, no, let me take that back. I was gonna say he wasn't the first to talk about police brutality.
No, I wouldn't say he's the first. I'm saying he took a stance. It was magnified because he was a celebrity and a star, and he took that stance against his own financial interests. And you got to give him props for saying, I'm going to stay out here like this. He could have made more money doing this or that or something else. Or he could have just said, you know what? My First Amendment rights aren't even that important. I'm just going to just say, I'm not going to kneel no more, massa. I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to be a good Negro. I'm going to be a good slave. He didn't do that. So there's some...
No, I agree with that. I'm down. I mean, if he goes back to football, it will be a win, in my opinion. I think that, it really is unfortunate that, he would get it under these circumstances, but he would win. I mean, Muhammad Ali went back to, boxing after he won against the Supreme Court. So, I mean, hey, man, if the man could get another check, all for it. But
he's getting checks already, Spud. That's my thing.
I mean, it's another check. I mean, who doesn't want multiple streams of income?
Lamont's out here submitting invoices to just about everybody.
Tell everybody, Maynard. I'm trying to play.
Before we get to the cactus, though, so the NBA now is in talks with changing the last name on the jersey to social statement. Please tell me, somebody tell me how you feel about this.
Blackity black, black, black. I'm black, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. Okay, man.
I mean, I don't want a commentator to get it mixed up and saying, Black Lives Matter goes down to the...
Ain't no commentator going to get mixed up with that.
George Floyd goes up for the dunk and slam. Oh, my God, power to the people with the alley-oop.
Ain't nobody going to get mixed up. But I say this, the teams, the owner of the team has jerseys printed with GE if you're the Boston Celtics, with Comcast if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, and so many other things. You advertising for them by just putting your body in that shirt. Why not let me have some free speech on the same thing?
No, I agree with that part. I think that's a great idea. I mean, if you think that, your team wants to take on Black Lives Matter or, cut 50 or reform or whatever, social injustice or whatever it is that you want to be able to support, I'm fine with that putting on there. No different than that. But I don't want it to be number 23 and it's supposed to say James on the back and it says, I can't breathe.
You think that people going to not know who LeBron James is when he steps on?
Yeah, but if you're a rookie and you just now get in and you got, Rayshard Brooks on the back, and you don't know, you're the new commentator, and you call the man Rayshard Brooks, and his name is Maynard Scales. No,
because my jumper is wet.
I think it's just know when to say when. I agree with sponsorship. I don't know about the last name. Anyways, we got to get to the cactus, ladies and gentlemen. This is where somebody says something stupid and they got to choke on their words. Maynard, who got the cactus this week?
Well, first of all, again, just to reiterate, the cactus brought to you by Rugged Evolution. You can get your beer game on RuggedEVO.com. Mention 3 guys, not 3 black guys. We're going to work with them on that. Mention 3 guys and you get 10% off. This week, it's not what somebody said, but it's what somebody tweeted. So I had no idea that this was a thing, but there's a team out here, a softball team, a ladies softball team, and they're a professional softball team, and they're called the Scrapyard Dogs, oddly enough, out of Texas, I believe. But they were playing a game, and their coach, Connie May, snapped a picture during the national anthem being played. Everybody was standing and they were just kind of doing it. Then she went and tweeted at Donald Trump, "See, Trump, we all support you and the flag," or something to that effect. There's a young black woman on the team who was like, wait a minute. How you going to tweet my image and my likeness and saying that we do something that you do? Because that's not, I don't do that. And I'm going to get you the young lady's name in a second. I I can't find it. But what was amazing is a young lady, when they went back into the dugout, or not the dugout, the locker room, the young lady was like, yo, Connie May, who is the coach, what's up with the tweet? Why you do that? You know, I don't support Trump. And if I chose to kneel, I would have kneeled, but wasn't something that was on my mind. And she basically was like, more or less, sorry you feel that way, but I said what I said. All 18 players quit. So that woman's now out of a job. Like, she works for a company that no longer has a baseball team. And all 18 players, in fact, within 5 days, found sponsors, got a new coach, got new general management, got uniforms printed, the whole deal. And so that level of solidarity really was the cactus for Connie May. So she and the company basically is going to have to go ahead and dismiss Connie May and let her go, because they can't put together another team. These young folks, they're not playing no more. They canceling folks out here. That's what's going down.
Hotep. What?
Do you suffer from patchiness or irritation and want a fuller beard? Rugged Evolution features 16 amazing balms, oils, shampoos, and accessories. For more information, go to ruggedevo.com.
And remember, rugged is when you sleep.
Why is everything
back?
hotel?
I didn't know that.
Why is everything hotel?
End of our show or not? Sorry. All right, we are out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for tuning into this episode of Three Black Guys with the Mic. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please do us a favor. Share this with your friends. Go to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by July. Not by July. By Monday. Let's do it by Monday. 2,000 subscribers by Monday. So go. Tell your friends, go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you go to soundcloud.com/3blackguyswiththemic. Subscribe there. If you're listening to us on iTunes, make sure you rate and review this episode and past episodes, so that way we can continue to rise to the top of the rankings on iTunes. Have a fantastic week. We will do it again next Monday, 7 p.m. right here, live. Three Black Guys with the Mic. Peace.
Hotep.
Holla back, y'all.
Lamont, before we go, Lamont, let me see you for a minute right here in this camera.
Are we still here? I thought we was out.
We were out.
Yo, we got you under an hour, my dude. All right, peace, y'all.
Okay, cool.